Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Today on the Front Yard Deep Dives, if you don't know what the Front Yard Deep Dives, this is the podcast series where we have mental health conversations. Today we have Pocky 1898. Welcome in, Pocky.
Hi. Hello. Hello, everyone.
And of course, this is Pocky. I moderate for you. We're very good friends, best of friends in my opinion, and
Yeah.
it's an absolute honor to have you here on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
And the reason being that I know, for one, that I really wanted to have you on was because me and you both have had a lot of conversation on mental health over the past 2 years almost.
Yeah.
Just personally between both of us.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like a very big part of our lives.
Unfortunately, it is, but at the same time, it has shaped us into who we are, and we both fight with each other on how we react to things.
Yeah.
I mean, we very much, it's like when I get on, Pocky, this person is taking advantage of you. Stop. Sick. Your head's in your ass. Stop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we very much hold each other accountable, which is absolutely insane.
We do. Yeah. And I love that.
I love it too. I mean, it's absolutely crazy that we've known each other for almost 2 years now, and
Has it been that long? Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I think I just did my review sub for 23 months not too long ago.
Yeah.
I think.
Damn.
I think November this month was my 23, because December would be 24, and then 25, which would be the actual 2-year anniversary, would be in January.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Twitch's counting is absolutely terrible.
I know. I don't know why they do that. It's so strange.
I kind of get it, but I kind of don't at the same time. It's a pain. But
yeah.
Real quick, everybody, we do sometimes have conversations on self-harm, sexual assault, things of that nature. If any of these topics ever come up or anything like that and it makes you feel uncomfortable, please be sure to take care of yourself. Do not ask us questions on how to take better care of yourself. We are not mental health professionals by any means. We all struggle. We all do what we got to do to make it by. So if any of these topics bother you or anything like that, please take the accountable measures for yourself to find somebody to talk to. Other than that, let's dive in.
Okay.
So, getting to know each other over the longest amount of time at this point, I'm just going to say that. Anxiety is a huge one for both of us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's just
there.
It's always been there. I don't think it will ever go away, but it's I guess finding a way to deal with it.
Right. And I mean, so on this occasion, sitting here thinking about it, how do we, trying to think of the way to actually put this, how does it affect your everyday life for anxiety?
It kind of depends, because it ebbs and flows. Like some days it's like non-existent, and some days it's like debilitating to the point where like I can't leave the house, or I can't I don't know, like cook food, which is kind of a crazy one. Or just function like a normal person, basically. And the thing with like anxiety is that it's kind of unpredictable, I guess. So it's hard to prepare to know how to deal with it.
Right. And there's some and I know there's possibly other things that you also have, that you face every day, besides just anxiety. Because I mean, yes, anxiety is a pain in the ass, but at the same time, what are some other things that are you deal with on a daily?
So anxiety, of course. On and off depression. I kind of go through phases of like really suffering really badly with it, or just being like feeling not good, but like fine.
Right.
But for me, because I think about it often, I feel like depression doesn't always manifest in the you feel sad kind of way. I feel like people forget that it sort of impacts your ability to feel joy in things.
100%. And I mean that it reminds me a lot of a lot of things for me. Like, you know, I can listen to music all the time. Music's my big thing for me. Is, you know, I listen to it. It makes me feel something. But when I'm to a point of a low, and I can't feel anything, even when listening to music, that sucks. It hurts.
Yeah. And then it makes it harder to like dig your way out of it.
100%.
There's nothing like. So that's very, you know, tricky to deal with. I have panic attacks as well, which I don't know. I used to have them. So before I went to uni, I'd never had a panic attack. And I went to uni, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of like the alcohol or the caffeine or the sleep schedule or like all of the above, the stress.
So D, all the above?
Yeah. I started getting panic attacks, like, and it got to the point where it was so bad. It was like at least once every half an hour. It was just nonstop. Yeah. And so I went on medication for it, to try and help with that, help with the anxiety, the depression. And I won't speak for everyone's experience, but for me, medication really, really helped me. I, you know, not to sound super crass, but like I do believe I would not be here without it.
Fair.
And it made me go from having a panic attack every like 30 minutes to like once a week. And when I'm feeling good, like once a month.
That's a win.
Yeah. So for that alone, it was worth it. All the other, I don't know, benefits it brought me. I'm very thankful that I decided to try it.
And I'm glad you decided to try it too, because that meant we got to meet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so recently, I mean, you know about this. We've talked about it, and I've talked about it with some people as well. I've been having like panic attacks sort of regularly again, not as often as it was medication, but like at least once a day.
Right.
And that's really taken a toll on my mental health recently. But I've been doing some process of elimination and come to the conclusion that caffeine is a big no-no for me. So
really?
Yeah. If you guys have bad anxiety, try cutting out caffeine. It might help.
Take this as good advice on this part. Which is actually, I don't mean to like, you know, pick on you or anything like that. It's the fact that we've known each other for so long, and you've had this conversation on stream with people of like, you know, I can't do Monsters or Red Bull or anything like that because the caffeine gives me very bad panic attacks.
And
yet, you're over here drinking green tea with caffeine in it.
I thought the tea was safe. I thought it was good caffeine.
Is there such thing as good caffeine?
Apparently not. I was so hopeful. But yeah, so.
But no, on a good note, you did find decaf.
I did, yes. But even decaf has caffeine in it, I found out.
Just very, very, very little.
Yeah.
And I mean, really glad we got that figured out, because I was getting worried until you sat there and said, your green tea had caffeine in it. It was like, I want to just come over and fight you.
Yeah, it didn't even occur to me. I didn't know that tea had caffeine in it until someone was confused as to why I was drinking it before bed. And I was like, what do you mean? That like, it has caffeine in it? Like, what do you mean tea has caffeine in it?
You didn't know tea had caffeine in it?
No. Because caffeine doesn't do anything for me. Like, it doesn't make me feel more awake, so I wouldn't feel the effect, besides from anxiety.
Right.
But I'm an anxious person, so a lot of the time I would just be like, oh, it's just me being me,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I can understand that though. There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't realize, like right off the bat or anything like that. But yes, tea does have caffeine in it, and I have known that from a young age, because as a person from the Southeast, Southern sweet tea is a thing. And
what is Southern sweet tea?
It's
just tea and sugar.
Yeah, pretty much, and water. And then it's iced, and it's not, it's not warm.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's so simple to make, and it's really funny, because when my ex from Scotland had come over at one point to America, and when we met and all this other stuff, I had introduced her to sweet tea. When she went back to Scotland, she's like, you have to tell me how to make it. I want more. It's like, I told you it's addicting. I told you.
It sounds really good.
It is. But, in general, I'm glad we found out that, the caffeine is what was triggering most of these. And hopefully that's all it was the caffeine. Because we've had good results of cutting out the caffeine, correct?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no panic attacks since. And, I've not tried to make myself have one, but, in, my own safe space, I've tried to, approach the thoughts that trigger it and see what happens, and I've been fine. So, and I did have a Coke yesterday, which has caffeine in it, obviously. And I felt anxious, so I was like, I like to experiment on myself at the expense of my sanity.
Please stop. I like having you around.
Yeah.
Please do not experiment on yourself like this.
Okay.
God, I'm just gonna have to get Poopy's contact if stop her.
Yeah, literally. I told him yesterday after I had the Coke, I was like, I'm banned from caffeine, you can't let me have it. And he was like, okay, whatever.
Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Oh, me. So speaking of Boopy, because that's actually a really good, conversation topic as well. You and Boopy have been together for, we'll just say 10 plus years. We know it's over 10 years, but where exactly?
I think it's, is it 12 this year or 13?
I want to say this year's 13, because I want to say last year you said it was 12.
Yeah, I think I did, but I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Because we got together in 2013, December.
Oh, okay. That makes it a little bit
my head
easier. It'd be 12 years this year.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I feel like last year.
No, it's 13 years this year.
13.
Yeah, it's 13 years this year, because I've been out of high school since I was 19.
Yeah, nice. Easy.
So 10, and then I'm 31, so 12 years.
Yeah.
12 years. My math was off.
12 years. Okay.
Yeah, 12
I feel
years.
like last year I did say it was 12 years, but
I swore too.
I swear I did. I must have. So I'm like confusing myself, you know.
But see, at this point, I mean, y'all been together for so long, it makes sense.
Yeah, we have gotten to that point where it just all blurs into.
So
blurs into
you know,
one.
you and Booby have been together for 12 years, and just coming from a relationship standpoint, you know, how much does Boopy know about your mental?
Pretty much everything. We're both very like, or I'm very. I kind of just say what I think, because me and him are kind of, we've been together so long, we're basically just the same person but duplicated. So I just, and I can't keep any secrets from him. I'm awful, but
you can't keep secrets from anybody.
I'm very good at keeping secrets, but right, you know how people are like, oh, I'm gonna tell you this, don't tell anyone, and you're like, okay, fine, and then you tell your best friend. Yeah. That's what I'm like, but I will keep a secret if like you specifically say don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows pretty much everything. I'd say I don't, because I'm anxious a lot and I do feel like sad semi-frequently. I don't like, every time I feel like that, I don't be like, oh, I feel like this, but I do try and be as open as possible about it. So yeah, I just try and be like transparent about my feelings.
And so,
yeah,
you know, being transparent about the way you feel, and I'm hoping that, you know, he's just as transparent with you. In a way, does that help?
Yeah, I think so. It's better than like not saying anything. Like, it's nice that there's always someone who's around to listen. And he does, you know, if I'm feeling this way or that way, he does try and like do little things to try and make me feel better. And you know, it's nice having someone around who you can like, you know, fully trust and rely on.
Right. And I mean, so when y'all first met, and of course 2013, y'all were both probably still in what we call high school here in America.
What year, sorry?
2013, when y'all first met.
Yeah.
So, you know, back then, you know, how long did it take before you actually opened up about what you went through mentally? Because, I mean, for me, I've always wanted, you know, open up immediately about the way I'm feeling with the person I plan on dating, because it's like, look, you know, there's going to be days where it's like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not in that headspace.
Yeah. I mean, it's tricky because we were so young. We kind of, and we had school every day, we kind of had to, like, there wasn't really any, I'm not the type of person, he's not the type of person to just be like, go away.
Yeah.
So, and how do I put it? Because I was quite young, I did feel certain, like I did, you know, I felt anxious for however long, you know.
Yeah.
Most of my life. The depression kind of started around 15, which is when we started like dating. But because I was young, I didn't really understand what those feelings were and what they meant and what label to put on them.
Right.
So I think at the time I wouldn't really talk to people about it because I was just like, oh, I'm just sad. Like, you know, who cares? You know.
Fair.
I didn't feel like it was anything worth talking about, which it is silly, but I look back and I was just, you know, I was a kid. I just didn't know what it was or what to label it as, or anything like that. And as I have grown and done more research and looked into things and been like, oh, I have anxiety and I think I have depression, seasonal depression, ADHD, this and that. The more I learn, the more I'm able to talk about it because I understand what I'm talking about. Because I'm very I'm as you know, a people pleaser.
Yes.
So I wouldn't want to go to someone and be like, I'm really upset, and for them to feel upset because I don't know why I'm upset, but I just feel upset and they think that maybe they did something wrong. Do you get what I mean?
No, 100% get what you mean.
Yeah.
As another person who is a people pleaser, I understand 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, initially, no, but obviously, as I grew and understood my feelings better, then I felt more comfortable discussing it. But that being said, I definitely opened up to him more than anyone else in my life. Like he was very aware that I had depression and was very anxious and socially awkward and yeah.
I mean,
he liked
of
it
course,
anyway.
That right there being accepting of it is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that just speaks on his character a lot.
Yeah.
I've only known the guy for like truly out of the 2 years we've known each other, I could say I've known him for 2 years, but I've only known him for like a day with the amount of interactions I've actually had with him.
Yeah.
But truthfully, like, speaks a lot on his behalf of how accepting he was of it.
Yeah, he's amazing. And I won't speak on like his mental health struggles or anything.
No, fair. 100%.
But he was he was always very open and like understanding and just kind of accepted me as I was, which I really appreciated because at the time, especially when you're a teenager, you feel like the world's against you.
Oh, 100%.
I just, that's what I needed, I think.
Yeah, I can understand
someone
that fully.
To accept me, yeah.
And I mean, and that's what I really wanted to push on with this, topic was, just having an open and honest conversation with your partners and being open with them. I mean, that's gotta help in some way. I mean, I know it's backfired on me quite a few times.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it used against me, and I understand why you're hesitant on to open up about, certain things with people. But at the same time, having that there is honestly a goal to have with your partner. Like, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I mean, it from a relationship standpoint, we've been together so long. I think if we couldn't talk about those things, it just wouldn't have worked out. When you're with someone, you get all of them, not just the good. You get the good and the bad.
The good, bad, the ugly, all of it. Like, it's all there.
Yeah.
Which I said it last podcast episode, and I'll say it again. Absolute relationship goals. You and like y'all too. Like,
thank you. I don't.
As friends, we know a little bit about. I know a little bit more about y'all's relationship and stuff. It's goals. Plain out.
Thank you.
You've got it.
I don't know how to react to that, but thank you. We're doing pretty good. We're doing good.
Yeah, y'all are, and I mean, 12 years, 13, however many. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
I was saying to him the other day, actually.
Okay.
So when you're in a long-term relationship, obviously you change. You become you become different people throughout that time. So I feel like I was thinking like this. It's pretty cool that we've gone through so many different iterations of ourselves, and we've managed to like stay in love that whole time.
Right.
And I just thought that was really cute when I thought about it. Anyway.
Again, like, it's textbook perfect relationship.
Wow.
God,
I don't
just
know if
over here
perfect
living
exists,
everybody's
but-
dream, Pocky.
We're both just very neurodivergent and dislike change.
But no, I mean, it's really good to see that, you know, you have a partner that takes care of you and listens to you. That's huge in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, we've gone over the speaking with your partner, the daily struggles,
Mm-hmm.
trying to think. So, I mean, like, when you noticed a lot of the other things happening, you know, the mornings, you know, panic attacks and stuff like that, what made you realize you needed to reach out to actually find help?
So honestly, I was kind of not in denial. Well, kind of, I don't know if in denial is the right word. Maybe in denial. Maybe I'm in denial about being in denial. I didn't want to get help for ages because I had always learned to figure out and cope with it myself. But as I got older, it kind of, I'd say from the ages of like 15 to like 21, it consecutively got worse each year to the point where I couldn't figure out how to deal with it. And honestly, I don't know if anyone here has had a panic attack, but when you have one every 30 minutes, it is just torture. So that just honestly, that was my main motivator. I was just like, I cannot live like this. It is just, this is awful. So honestly, you know, that's the main reason. And I think, how old was I when maybe I was 19 actually. So maybe it was 15 to 19 where it got worse. I can't remember. I was in my second year of uni. I think I was 19 or 20. What was my first year? I don't know. I was at uni. I think I was 19 or 20. But yeah. Yeah, it kind of got to a point where like I had to. It wasn't really an option.
Right.
Anymore. Yeah. What was the question? Did I answer it correctly?
You know, like, I think you pretty much answered it, you know, when you got to the point of where you couldn't function anymore.
Yeah.
Is when you knew it was time to reach out and actually seek medical attention, help.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
And I...
Go ahead.
Oh, so at my uni, the thing that kickstarted it originally was... Obviously, I was feeling this way. But at my uni, they have a bursary for people with disabilities. And I had diagnosed anxiety and depression, but I had basically said no to medication. Okay. I remember I went to you had to have like an interview kind of thing. Not an interview, but like they assess you. And you know, I was talking to them and they were like basically telling me like some of these things aren't things that I thought were normal aren't normal. Like I guess panic attacks or the disassociation or actually this goes into art and drawing. Throughout my slight tangent, throughout my whole life.
No, go ahead.
I have done art, I've drawn all the time. and I'd mainly draw in class, in like my workbooks. I just doodle a lot. And basically in this assessment that I had, the lady was like, "Oh, you like disassociate a lot." I'm like, what do you mean? Like, when you do this drawing stuff, that's you disassociating, so you're trying to deal with whatever you're going through. And my mind was blown. I was like, oh my god, my favorite hobby, the thing I've done my whole life, isn't even a hobby, it's just a coping mechanism. And I stopped drawing for like 4 years after that, which is crazy.
I'm so glad you decided to pick it back up.
Yeah, me. Sorry, I heard a ding. But yeah, sorry, small tangent. But yeah, talking to that person and them, making me aware of things, then made me go back to the GP, doctor, and be like, maybe we should look into things a bit more. Talk about like therapy and things like that.
Yeah. So speaking on therapy and stuff, I mean, do you still often go to therapy?
No, I would love to, but it's just, honestly, it's just too expensive. I wish I could so badly. There was, when I went to uni, they had like a free therapy thing for students with that particular bursary that I was talking about.
Right.
And then when I finished uni, the NHS offers 10 free sessions for therapy, and I was on a wait list for that for like 2 years. But I did those 10 sessions. I did cognitive behavioral therapy, which I did find really helpful, and it doesn't work for everybody, but I do recommend trying it.
It's hard for me on the therapy side of things, because we've touched a little bit on it in I think last episode, where there is a lot of therapists here, psychologists, what are the two, psychologists, and there's another name for something else. I can't even remember. One can prescribe you medication, the other one cannot.
Right. Yeah.
But instead of actually like trying to get down to the root of something, they bring up the psychiatrist. That's it. And they want to sit there and push religion over actual getting medical help.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a weird
Surely
thing.
That's like not a conflict of, is that conflict of interest the right word? Like, surely there should be like regulations against
something
that.
Like that. Yes. I've had it more so of they're like, oh, you're dealing with depression. That's not depression. That's the devil.
Oh.
No. I have a chemical imbalance in my brain. Please help me.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that is crazy.
So I have a bad relationship with therapy.
Yeah.
And it's made it very difficult for me to try to reach out and find something again. I have to really deep dive into the therapist and like, all right, what are your morals set at? Are you highly religious? Are you this, and this? Because if you are, I'm not even going to attempt to talk to you.
Yeah. Which is a crazy thing that you have to do, because I feel like therapists they're meant to just be completely impartial.
They're supposed to be. And
yeah.
And so
it's crazy that that's not the case. And I'm really sorry that's not the case.
It's a crazy thing to have to deal with, but
yeah,
it's something that I've had to deal with, and I don't know if anybody else, watching or listening has ever had to deal with, but I know Sin did say it's not the first time that they have heard that.
Yeah, no, same.
And it's like, you know,
okay, so I know
it's not only me.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate that these experiences kind of make or break your relationship with therapy. Because I feel like everybody should try therapy. So I do feel like every person can benefit from it.
Yeah.
It's just the providers, you know, I feel like a stricter standard needs to be upheld.
I agree.
And it just isn't.
And it's so hard to, because I mean, like, I know when I was working, you know, 2 jobs back before I even came on Twitch and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was working, sometimes it would be 80 hours to 100 hours a week.
Yeah.
I was swapping between days and nights, and when I swap between days and nights, my brain goes crazy. Like, it's an immediate swap between depression, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I need to actually, like, find somebody to talk to. And I started looking, and I wanted to, you know, start looking into therapy to, like, try to help everything. So I was sitting there and I was pulling up people around the town that I was in, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know, maybe there's a medical professional around here I can talk to, which of course I'm still in the southeast of the US.
Yeah.
And I'd pull up somebody's page and it's like, oh, we believe in God, da 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 da, you know, come get therapy here. And it's like, nope, not going to you.
Yeah.
Find somebody else, look in their thing. Oh, I have X amount of degrees in this field, and, you know, I thank God for all these things, da 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 da. And it's like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, I can't have you bringing God into everything you do.
Yeah, it's just...
As a person who is non-religious.
Yeah, it's just negligent, really.
No.
Because what if someone goes to a therapist who talks about this stuff, but they've maybe had, like, religious trauma?
Exactly.
It's just very disturbing to me. I feel like, yeah, therapists they have, like, a duty of care to be impartial and to not force their own, I guess, not their own beliefs, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because obviously a therapist is there to, like, try and help you understand your emotions and coping mechanisms and stuff, but I just don't see how religion is relevant to that.
I don't either, and it's always confused me on it. Like, I remember being as a kid and whatnot, and I was having frequent nightmares, and the therapists, whatever you want to call them, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and continue to try to say therapist over and over, plural. They continued to sit there and just say, oh, just put a Bible underneath your pillow and it'll make the bad dreams go away.
Yeah. That's another thing as well that I mean, I could talk about this for ages. In regards to, like, mental health, physical health, and sex education, I don't like that instead people are taught, like, silly words, or kids are taught, like, silly words for something instead of, like, what they actually are.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Like, for example, like, a kid feels depressed and someone's like, oh no, the devil's in you, you know, things like that. I just feel like I wish education providers, therapists, and all that were more upfront about things.
Right. And I mean, so that kind of, like, bleeds over into, like, one of the reasons why I do raise money for like this podcast series and everything like that. You know, we constantly have a charity going on, and it's for Hope for the Day. Hope for the Day actually does, like, classes for schools so kids can learn about the things they're dealing with.
Yeah. I love that. I think
They
that's
bring
amazing.
in kits like, hey, if you're feeling this way, you may or may not have this, and you might need to seek medical attention, or find
Yeah.
a therapist. Oh, you don't really have a lot of money for a therapist? Well, here's a resource that can help you find help for a better cost in your area.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
why it's always been a huge thing for me with them, is that it's like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what
Exactly.
you're dealing with, not whatever your parents, grandmother, grandfather, whoever in your life has told you have. This might
Mhm.
actually be it. Here's how you can learn about it, and here's how you can find help on it.
Yeah. Exactly. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about how when I was a teenager, I wouldn't necessarily talk about my feelings because I didn't understand them and I didn't know
Yeah.
what they were called or anything. If I had a class like that, if someone had been like, if you have this, if you feel anxious and you have this feeling and that this is anxiety and depression or generalized anxiety disorder or ADHD or bipolar, whatever it is,
Yeah.
then I feel like I would have felt more comfortable to talk about it because I would understand that it was something worth talking about.
100%. And I mean, we've raised a lot of money for Hope the Day over so many campaigns or whatever, but in one of the campaigns that we had talked about, it was like, if I would have had somebody tell me that this is what I was dealing with in middle school, think about the help my parents could have actually found me back then, and not have to sit here and quote unquote raw dog life.
Yeah.
With no help. I could have possibly had help way back when and been doing, better than what I am doing now.
Yeah.
And, because it's different when you actually know what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because
before that, you kind of, you feel like, oh, I'm like weird or something's wrong with me. Because you don't know otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, because you're just guessing at that point, like, oh, this is what this is?
Yeah.
Like, I guess one way to say it is, like, how do you sit there and say that at 4th grade that you want to tell your parents, like, hey, I don't feel so good about myself and I want to not be a part of this world anymore?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because your parents are just going to look at you and be like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're in 4th grade. You don't know what that is.
Yeah. But if you're not taught the words, you won't ever know how to use them.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you can have a way of bringing things in to help teach somebody what they're going through, it helps a ton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so, we've talked a little bit about all this and things of that nature. We're also getting very close to an ad break, so we're going to take a break here soon.
Okay.
You were talking about your art, how you were using it as a coping mechanism instead of it actually being a hobby.
Yeah. Which I never even thought could be a thing. It was because it was just always something I did.
Right.
When I thought about it really, and when I was younger, I did draw for myself, fun. But I realized after this lady had said to me about it, I was like, oh, thinking back, I only really want to draw when I'm in class or I'm I don't know, maybe a situation that I don't want to be in.
Right.
That was my biggest drive to draw. And I was like, wait, this kind of makes sense that this is just me disassociating. And yeah, that was really difficult to like wrap my head around and really difficult to deal with, because it kind of felt like a big chunk of me was just fake. That probably sounds really silly.
No. I mean, I get where you're coming from, though.
Yeah. Like, I was like, oh, so this hobby isn't real. Like, it's not a hobby. It's just me trying to cope.
You know what's crazy is it's just now clicking in my brain that maybe that's why I was drawing all the time back then, too.
Maybe. I mean, I never even at this point I didn't know what dissociation was or anything, so it could be. I won't diagnose you, but yeah. When I was told about it, I was like, whoa.
I mean, it was just like you bring it up, like when you were in an uncomfortable situation or in class or anything like that, and you disassociated and you were just drawing. I did the same shit in class.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember clearly, like in 6th and 7th grade, before I got expelled from school, that was everything that I did.
Yeah.
Well, that was part of the reason why I got expelled from school. Again, yeah. That's a different stream. Yeah, we're not going into that one. But I mean,
I did my work, but I worked pretty fast, so I just.
I'm glad you did your work, 'cause I did not.
Yeah, I was a good student.
I was a halfway decent student, okay? I did what I had to when I needed to.
Yeah.
I was very much the lazy student. It would be, oh, this needs to be turned in on this day. Cool. I've got 6 days to not do it.
Procrastinator. Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
And that was just who I was in school and stuff like that. But it was still just one of those things of so like with, me and Clove kind of talked about it. Being the, what is it? The, not special needs, but gifted. The gifted, yeah, that's what I mean. It's what we called the gifted class in our school. And
right.
Gifted being, you were excelling in normal studies, so they put you up in a class harder for you to excel, try to see if you would excel in the higher difficulty classes.
Yeah.
I could have went to those classes. I should have went to those classes. I purposely failed the test to be in those classes.
Wait, failed the test? I thought I'm confused. Gift is in this is a class for smart people, or?
Yes, gift for class.
Okay.
For smarter people, quote unquote. I will not say that's what it was, but
yeah, I get it.
There was a lot of times of my teachers would attempt to sneak me in to take a test to be in gifted classes.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a literacy teacher in 7th grade that attempted to sneak me in on a test to get me into a gifted class, because he's like, you're way too smart to be in these classes. You need to be up a level. You need to, actually put forth more effort. And
yeah.
I went to go take the test, and I immediately knew what the test was the second I sat down for it. I was like, huh. It's just Christmas tree, all these answers.
Yeah.
And sat there.
At least she believed in you. That's sweet.
Oh, no, 100%. She was a wonderful teacher. Loved her to death.
Yeah.
One of the very few teachers I actually cared about. But it was funny because when I got back to class after that, she looked at me. She's like, "So how did you do? How do you feel you did on such and such?" I was like, "I knew what you did, and I Christmas treed the test." She's like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "I told you I am not going to those classes." Well, so I had friends that were in those classes and they were struggling like hard. Like they were having a hard time trying to pass. She's like, oh, you wouldn't struggle that way though. You're way too smart to, I was like, but the thing is I'm excelling in your class now. So why go to a different class to struggle when I can just excel here?
Yeah.
I don't want to make life harder. I want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So,
and it's nicer to be at the top of one class than at like the bottom of another.
Exactly. And it also didn't help that like some of the kids that didn't like me were also in the class, and I was like, nah, we're not doing that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But we are at the time for ad break. We're gonna, take a quick break really fast and then let this ad play through, and then we'll get back to talking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you will be.
Hell yeah.
Right back.
Yes.
And we're back.
Yay, hello.
Hello. So, real fast, I've got to ask, because of the one thing that I know and we all love and adore her more than anything. How much does Bean help you in your low times?
Oh my god, so much. She is literally my emotional support cat, 1000%.
We all love Bean, and if anybody that doesn't know, Bean is Pocky's cat.
Yeah.
The creator of torment and anxiety, but also the most loving thing in the world.
She is. She's literally like, she's like the doggiest cat. I don't know how else to explain it.
No, that's
She's
about
the
the only
best.
way you can explain it, honestly.
Yeah. And the way we like got her, it was just such a precise series of events that happened.
I don't know if I've ever heard the story of how you got Bean.
So, me and Boopy, I think it started off, we went to Greece, and I really wanted a cat. That was like the one thing I really wanted. I really missed my cats from back home. I really wanted a cat. And I really wanted a white cat with a big fluffy tail. And I remember in Greece, I saw a white cat with I don't know if it had a fluffy tail, but it was cute. And I was like, oh, I really want to take that cat home.
Right.
Boopy said no. But it started a conversation with everyone. And they were just like, oh, what cat would you like? What would you call it? And I was like, oh, I want a white cat with a big fluffy tail called Bean. That's what I want. Named after Bean from Disenchantment, who has like a very severe underbite. And we got home and I was so determined to get a cat. And then Boopy's childhood cat went missing. And so he was like, look, like my childhood cat's gone missing. Can we hold off on looking for a cat? And I was like, okay, fine, no problem. So I stopped looking because I didn't want to get my hopes up over anything.
Right.
And he went home for a weekend. And the weekend he went home, they found the cat. And they brought him home. So we got to see the cat that weekend. And he came home, and it must have been like 10 minutes after he got home. He came home and he went downstairs to make like tea or something. And in that time, I went on Facebook, and I never go on Facebook. I went on Facebook, and there was an ad from a local rescue that was like, we have this cat. She's had like a traumatic life so far. She's up for adoption, And I just, without even thinking, I applied for it. And I hadn't applied for any cats before or anything, but I applied for it. The post had just been posted. It was like 30 seconds. And once I'd finished the application, I looked at the comments and someone had applied like 10 seconds after me. So I was like, shit, I probably haven't got it. But I just saw this cat. It was a white cat with a big floofy tail. And I thought she was going to be fucking massive. Because she just looked like a really big cat.
Right.
But yeah, and Boopy came upstairs and I was like, look, I know your cat has literally just been found, but I applied for this cat. And he was like, okay, And I was like, we probably won't get it, like, whatever. But I got a call the next day. We got it. And they were like, oh, do you want to come see the cat, So we went down. And Boopy was kind of like quite apprehensive because this was all very fast paced.
Right.
Like his childhood cat had just been found. Like we'd all like kind of come to the conclusion that his cat was probably dead. And then yesterday we found out it was fine. It was just like very, yeah.
A lot of emotions all at one time.
Yeah. And it was just like, I never go on Facebook and I haven't applied, Anyway, so we went to this place for the cat. And I remember we went upstairs and they opened the door and we saw this tiny little white fluffy thing trying to, like, midway in the air because she was trying to catch a fly. And we were both like, this cat is perfect. And we took her home, and we didn't call her Bean straight away because we wanted to see if that was her name. It definitely was. We brought her home, and she has a very severe underbite, just like Bean, the character, and she was just like everything we both wanted in a cat. She was white, the big floofy tail. She had the underbite. Called her Bean. She liked cuddles, but she was loud. Like, she was just like everything that we had listed off was what we wanted, and we were just like, how the fuck
life has a way of just giving
this
people
happened?
Cats.
It does, but just like the perfect cat we wanted, and the timing of it was just so like crazy. And I think we got her in October 2021. So we've had her, oh my god, we've had her 4 years now.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
The wonderful Bean.
Yeah. And yeah. And I'm very glad we did get her then, because the next year was the worst year of my life. So she fully saved my life that year.
Hell yeah.
I do, like, I believe if she wasn't there, I would be gone. But yeah, I feel like weird the way I talk about my cat, because I do love her so much, but I'm so grateful for her. Even though, like, she's a cat, like, she doesn't know, you know, but I really am so, like, grateful.
Right. And I mean,
what
I
she's
don't
done
think
for me.
that's weird at all. I mean, that's
Oh, gosh.
pretty much your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it
Yeah.
is. I mean, that's your daughter.
Yeah. She's
And
my baby.
even though she has the worst habit of turning off your PC when you don't need it to be turned off, and which is surprising it hasn't happened in this call. I'm not even gonna lie. There's been so many times we've been in a call and Bean has just turned your PC off.
Literally.
Like,
just
nah, you're not
crazy.
talking to them. That's
She's such a weird cat. I had mango today, and she ate so much mango with me.
That's crazy.
I've never heard of a cat who wants to eat mango, but she loves it. Like, what is wrong with her? I love her so much.
She's great. Love her to death.
Yeah.
And like, so what are some other, things that you use to help cope with the everyday struggles?
Oh god. It depends. Family, friends. I want to say drawing, but I try not to draw now for emotional support.
Right.
I try and draw now as an actual hobby. Games maybe, or I don't know. I try and keep myself distracted.
Fair.
That's probably the main thing. Because I have a very busy mind. Just, without the anxiety and whatever.
Oh yeah. It's always going 100 mile an hour, and we're trying to slow it down sometimes.
Yeah, it's just insane. So I try and not give it the room to go to crazy places,
Excuse me. Yeah, no, I 100% understand that one, because I do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when I'm, and it's weird that I say it this way because it's not what I do, but modding in channels, always jumping chat to chat, working on music, working on
Mm-hmm.
at work, working on stuff for work, or trying to find something to do to keep the brain moving. Like, don't give it that chance to stop.
Yeah.
Because the second
Which
you stop, it starts flooding.
Yeah. Which I don't know if it's necessarily like the healthiest coping mechanism.
I've been told it's not.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't see what an alternative is, really. Do I just do nothing?
And see, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
like
you
to be
know,
busy. I like to be a bit stressed. I enjoy a bit of stress, which is a bit psychopathic, but I
so
do.
see, I don't like stress. I don't. But the things that they say were causing me stress, I don't think are causing me stress.
Right.
Because I don't feel stressed out dealing with it.
Like, what do they think makes you feel stressed?
So, like, if I overload myself with work, because, like, as you and Opie both know, you know, I work during the times y'all stream. And I bounce, you know, between you and Opie while y'all both stream and, you know, make sure both of you are taken care of and also keep an eye on chat. Because the weirdos that come into yours and the assholes that come into hers.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I bounce between that while also juggling what I do for work. And that's not stressful to me. It's actually fairly easy. I'm just normally have a headset piece in and I'm listening and I'm listening to the conversations and how everything's going. And then, you know, it's like, okay, that person is throwing off, you know, the tone because I can hear it in either one of y'all's voices. Like, okay, wait a minute. The tone's off. So let me look at chat. Twitch, I got to close out Twitch, reopen Twitch, pull the stream back up for it to load all the chat back up.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not stressful to me. Like, what was stressful was when I would sit there and be working a 12-hour day and then be tired and having a lot of shit pile up because people don't know how to schedule. That's different. But that's just more pissing me off than it is stressing me out.
Yeah. And I guess it also depends what your, like, tolerance level is for stress.
So, I mean, the last time I'd like to say that I was extremely stressed out would have been back before I was even on Twitch and working for one construction company where it was 12-hour days and we were pouring concrete, trying to get this done. We were trying to get 18 things done at one time.
Yeah.
And if you made a mistake, it screwed everybody up. That's when it was stressful. That's when everything was kind of on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, when you're talking about you can't be off, you know, trying to think, inch in centimeters is what? Like 0.8 a centimeter? Something like that. Like 1 inch is something in millimeters, but because wait a minute, you use feet and inches, don't you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't ask me because I
no,
don't know.
but I mean, you would understand if I sat there and said a quarter of an inch.
Yeah.
So that was our tolerance on items in a building was a quarter of an inch. We couldn't be off more than a quarter.
Oh wow.
So when you're juggling, trying to make sure that things are within a quarter of an inch while they're being, you know, concreted into place. But also trying to make sure they're pouring the concrete correctly while also making sure your elevations are okay. And that got stressful.
Yeah.
When I did that for 3 years, though, I mean, that's the most stress I've ever put up with. This last job I had was, they were like, oh, you know, you need to be within a quarter. And that's impossible to do on a bridge. You can't be within a quarter. Like, the beams move. I can't help what it moves. I am sorry, me, 230-pound man versus 4 or 5 ton concrete beam. Not possible.
Yeah.
I can't make a difference in this.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do stuff right. That's all I can tell you. Bridges are a scary thing to deal with in general.
Oh yeah. I don't know how, when you tell me things and like trying to explain things to me, I find it very interesting, but I'm like, how the fuck
I don't know.
People do this and not like the stress it would cause me if I fucked up, knowing that like people could like die. Oh no.
Yeah,
Too much.
like it's
Too much.
and I've heard some horror stories, and I've heard more here recently, like coming into the inspection side of construction. I've heard more horror stories of like bridges in another city that's close to me. Like, oh, okay, so just
gosh.
don't drive on any of the bridges in that city. Got you.
Jesus. Yeah.
Because at any point in time, they can just fail.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of my thought process. It was like, nah. It's actually really funny. Opie sent me a reel the other day, like a couple of days ago, of a bridge in the Netherlands, if I remember correctly. It's either the Netherlands or... I really want to say it was the Netherlands. But it was a waterway bridge. Where the traffic went underneath the water, and the bridge was for the water to go over.
Oh.
I was like, absolutely not. You'll never see me do it.
How does that even work?
I don't know, and I don't really want to know. It was so normally what it would be. No, I'm not going to get too much into this because I sit here and talk about it forever.
I don't mind it. I enjoy it.
It's pretty much they build the roadway. They'll build a roadbed out to where they need it to go under. And then they would start blocking off the water for pretty much dam it off. Yeah, aqueduct. But it's weird how it works, and it's like, nah, I'm good. I ain't putting up with all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean that's when I'm most stressed, but well, I haven't been that stressed out forever, and now I'm really not stressed out because my job is so much better now.
Oh yeah. I'm very happy you got this new job.
Same. Like
it just sounds so much less stressful, and they seem to actually give a shit about their employees.
Oh, the amount they care about us is unreal.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know how to act. They care so much about us. It's like what? Like that doesn't make sense. Like I've never been treated this way, and I've told that to people. They're like, "What? You're not used to this?" Like, no.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't a higher up, I never got invited to a Christmas party. Like, let alone a outing to go to
Christmas parties.
Yeah, like they sat there and sent us a email a couple weeks back. They're like, "Hey, we're having the Christmas party this date. You know, all these other things. Are you coming?" I was like, "Wait, I can come?" Like, yeah. I was like, not used to being able to go to a Christmas party for the company, so yes, count me in. I'm there.
Hell yeah.
Supposedly they do like big giveaways of stuff and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool. Do you get bonuses and stuff as well?
I don't think they're allowed to give bonuses anymore.
What?
Not like a quote unquote Christmas bonus. They're not allowed to anymore.
Is that like a law?
I don't know, honestly. It's what I had heard though, is that like it kind of went into effect to it couldn't be quote unquote called a Christmas bonus, I think is what it was.
Oh, I see.
To make it fair for everybody.
Right.
Which, I mean, completely fair. I mean, inclusion. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody believes in the holiday of Christmas, but they believe and some people just don't want to have things given to them. That's fine.
Yeah. I think here they just call it like end of year bonus or bonuses.
Yeah, I think like more higher ups that are like project managers and stuff like that might get a bonus from jobs we do. But honestly, with how much this company gives and cares about us, I don't care if I don't get a bonus at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, when I went and had that concrete certification stuff that I was doing, that entire trip was paid for by the company. My dinners, my breakfast, my lunch.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
living the life.
They were like, go get you some good food and go enjoy your time out there while you're getting trained. What?
Yeah. I sometimes I'm like, oh, I should get a day job so I have these kinds of benefits again. But my mother-in-law and one of Boopie's cousins, they work for the same company, and they went on a work trip this week to Bologna, which I think is in Italy. And they had one meeting for the whole trip, went over like 3 days, and the rest of it was like they went to like a market and like they had their dinners paid for, and
yeah,
it's like, oh, I want that.
So like I know that my ex's mother, she worked for some kind of company that was international. And the reason we got to meet was because of the fact that her mom worked for an international company and she was coming to Florida for a meeting. And while they were there in Florida for the meeting, they went to Disney World. They went to all kind of different things.
Yeah. I'd love to go to Disney World. I'm not even like a Disney girl, but I would love to go for the experience.
Well, if you ever do, let me know.
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
What's it like?
I'm not a Disney person. So,
me neither, but
of course I went when I was young, and being young, it was fun. I could see as an adult, I'd much rather spend time in probably downtown Disney, Epcot, and maybe the Magic Kingdom area.
Yeah, I'd want to go to the bit where all the actors are. I think that would be fun.
That would be the Magic Kingdom.
Much about the rides. Yeah.
Epcot has rides and has, go drinking around the world.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can get alcohol from the, I want to say it's 12 places of the world. I think that's what it is. I can't remember. But Epcot has the World Center where you can go and walk through. You go through, Germany, Japan, other, regions of the world, and they have everything set up to look like that area.
Okay.
It's really cool. Also, Space Mountain and stuff like that's in Epcot, which is 2 roller coasters. Space Mountain's 100% in the dark.
Oh, God.
You're riding a rocket ship and all that in the mountain. I remember that one because I was scared as hell when I was little going to ride that.
Yeah. I'm not a big ride person personally, but
I used to be, but now not so much. My anxiety gets to me too much.
Yeah.
I don't know what started that. I think normally once I get past the first ride, my anxiety calms down, but getting me to that first ride is rough.
Yeah.
My chest starts tightening up really bad, and it's like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been on a roller coaster.
Ever?
No.
Huh.
No.
It's...
When I was So in the place where I was born, I won't say what month it is, but a certain month every year, there's a big fair. And lots of rides and stuff are there, and that was basically my only experience of rides, because when I was a kid we couldn't afford to go to I don't know, a roller coaster park or those kinds of places, and they didn't have any roller coasters in the place when I was a kid. So
that's fair. That's normally what we did when I was growing up was, and I can say whatever for mine, because every city around kind of has their own little fair they do.
Yeah.
So it'd be we would go and visit family in South Georgia for me to, we'd all get together, and it'd be also the same time the fair was in town or something. We'd all go to the fair. None of them had roller coasters. It was just, spinning rides, or I want to say one's like the tilted teacup or something like that. It's, you know, a ride that spins you around. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like there's one spot in Tennessee that we always went to that had one roller coaster. It was one wooden coaster that would beat the hell out of you. But all it did was go up one hill, down, and then turn around and come back. That's all it did.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't actually ride a real roller coaster until I graduated.
Damn. Yeah. What, from high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's the first, I'd say. I think it was when after I graduated high school. It was me, my dad, and my dad's best friend and his son. We went to Six Flags.
Yeah. Where does that ring a bell? Six Flags.
Six Flags. It's a national chain. I want to say it's national, but I think they're international now. It's an international chain for amusement parks. A lot of roller coasters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know that like, isn't there a Disney near you?
There's Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
But not in the UK. Yeah.
I didn't remember if they had one in the UK or not.
No.
Which the
Paris.
one I'd love to go see is probably the one in China.
There's one in Japan. There might be one in China.
I don't remember if the one in China is still open or not, but that'd be a cool one to go see because I remember that one was really nice. Like they kind of went all out on that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd love to go see like the different Disneylands and worlds around the world. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the only issue I have with the one that's here is it's in Florida. And Florida is hot and miserable.
Yeah, I don't know why I kept thinking it was in LA.
There is one in Cali. I can't remember where in Cali, but there is one in Cali. It's called Disneyland.
Okay.
If any of my Cali friends that might be in chat want to say where, please do, or comment in the comments below the video. I can't remember exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh man, there's just so many cool things. There's a lot of things that Disney did for their amusement parks. Like, instead of going to Disney next, I'd probably go to Universal, which is in Florida.
Oh, Boopie's been to Universal.
Universal's more, it's still kind of kiddish, but at the same time it's a lot of more adult things to do for Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not solely about kid stuff at Universal.
Yeah, he said the same thing. There was more adult things.
Yeah, it's more of an adult friendly park.
Yeah.
And like my mom recently went to Universal like in the past 2 years or so, and she said, yeah, it's a lot better at Universal than it would be for Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Disney's just gotten really expensive.
Yeah, I know. It's like, bruh, how do people afford that shit?
I don't know. And like, it's really,
crazy.
So it's really weird. So, and I've noticed it a lot with Disney stuff. If you go to Florida and just drive down there without buying a ticket or anything, some of the gas stations or things like that you pass on the way down there will have cheaper ways of getting tickets than buying them through Disney.
Oh, how does that work?
I don't know. I'll never understand that, but I have looked and it'd be like, oh, you know, for a day pass to Disney, it's going to cost you $300. But if you stop at this gas station that's about 10 miles outside of Orlando, at the right time, you can buy a ticket for $50.
Florida, man. Florida.
Okay, sure. But nah, you know, there was a few things that we we talked about it a little bit over the break, and I don't want to, end this episode without us talking about it, is, body image. How much that is played into your life of, how you feel on certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to delve into that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult to start with it because it's kind of like something that's always, well, not always actually. When I was a young kid, it was, when you're a kid, you don't think about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's more your surroundings that start to shape your perception of yourself and how you look and your body. So when I was growing up, I was a fat kid.
Well,
and to be honest, looking back, I was just chubby. Like, I was a kid. I was just a chubby kid. Like,
yeah.
And it never bothered me until I remember it was this. I went to my nan's house, and there was these twins that lived like, or their grandparent was like a few doors down from my nan, so we'd hang out a lot. And I remember one of them called me fat, and I was like, I don't know why, but because I didn't really understand it as like a bad thing or anything, but I remember being so upset about it. And then after that, it's just been like I will never forget that moment,
right,
of being told I was fat when I was a kid, and it's just stuck with me ever since. So how do I'm
gonna need their name and their information.
I actually don't remember.
I don't care. Name. I don't care if they were a kid when they said it. I'm gonna fight them anyways.
They were. So these two twins, right? Actually, I do remember their name. I was about to say it, and I'm glad I didn't.
Good job.
These two twins, we hung out with them all the time, and they were so mean to me and my brother. They were so snobby and annoying. I actually didn't like them at all, but my nan was friends with their nan. It was just like, ugh, I didn't like them at all. But yeah, and I remember that moment, and like before that, it hadn't really occurred to me that like, and I don't think there is anything wrong with being overweight or but for some reason, like, I just never thought about it being a bad thing.
Right.
Before that moment. And then after that moment, it's all I could think about. Even when I go to high school and I remember being so self-conscious all the time about my weight. All the time. And I was growing, and I remember I had my like puberty like quite early.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I had my growth quite early, and I started my period a bit later. But I grew before the other kids, and I was like, my weight didn't change from when I was a kid from when I grew, so I was like a lot slimmer.
Right.
But in my head, I was just always that fat kid. So even when I wasn't big, I always saw myself as that fat kid. And it was just something that like I still to this day can never shift. Like, I will always remember that moment of that bitch.
I understand.
Calling me fat and just crushing my self-esteem for like the rest of my life. And I mean that's a lot to put. I mean, I'm not blaming her or whatever, but
at the same time,
it's just it's very difficult to deal with. And I remember actually there was a conversation I was listening to when I was a kid. My parents were talking about my uncle, and they were saying like how he's very self-conscious about his weight. And I think I remember being like, oh, why? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, my uncles are really like active, like muscly, like army guy. Like, why would he be insecure about that? And I remember my dad saying, "Oh, it's because he was teased for being overweight when he was a kid." And I was really confused, and he was like, because he always would see himself as that fat kid, even if he's like ripped. And I remember that conversation really stuck out to me, because I remember at the time thinking, "Oh God, I hope that's not me."
Right.
I hope I don't end up like that. Plot twist, I do. But yeah, I would say a lot of my mental health issues stem from my body image, my self-worth, me being deemed like attractive, or I don't know, it's difficult to put into words.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. For one, you're fine just the way you are.
Thank you.
And I'll fight every thought you have that's different. I will fight you. I've done told you I will fly over there and fight you. It's gonna be a bare knuckle knockout drag out. It's just gonna be what it is.
Yeah.
Because my God, at this point, we've got so many things to fight about. It's unreal.
We do.
But
it's difficult. Like, as I've gotten older, unfortunately I've come to a point where I understand that with myself, I'm always going to see myself as a fat kid. Always. But as I get older, I'm trying to appreciate myself more in the moment. It's just strange how, like, one comment, like, I'd never thought of it before, never considered that it was a bad thing, and I don't think it is a bad thing on anyone else except for me, which also doesn't make sense. It's just.
I mean, I get it. I know it's like we talked a little bit on it before, the stream ever happened. We talked, I think, last week on it a little bit. Of like, the standards between men and women and how that's also affected it.
Yeah.
And like, we talked a little bit on body image during that, and I've been called fat 1,000 times. Like, at this point, I just don't care. Like, I am fat. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, could I go to a gym and fix this? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I going to? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I am called lazy.
Has it ever bothered you? Those kinds of comments?
A lot. I've sat there and looked in the mirror and been disgusted at what I've seen, and
yeah,
it's rough, and like it's a very big thing that. So it's also, I think, felt like another part of why I've been not exactly looking for relationships too, is because I feel like I don't look good enough to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Which, I do really want to.
So like, that's so dumb, but I understand.
Like, yeah, like it's so stupid.
Yeah.
And like, it was funny because like after the last episode, me and Sin stayed in a call for a little bit longer and, chit chatted. And Sin wanted to see my tattoos. I do have a tattoo across my chest. So I sat there, showed across my chest, all that. And I said something about being fat, and Sin's like, "You're not fat." And I was like, "Bro, look at this gut." And Sin was like, "That's not a gut." It's like, the camera makes it look smaller. It's a gut. I know it's a gut.
Nope.
No, there is a gut. There is 100% a gut there.
I mean, even if there is, it's one of those things where it's like, who cares?
Yeah,
like,
so
it's just
now,
not like, no one should care about it. It's such a dumb thing to care about.
It is.
And I don't know why I care about it.
And it sucks because you sit there and you care about it and you can't move past it.
Yeah.
Like and also, and I really do want to point this out because I make the joke all the time, and I just really want to preface this. If me ever calling you short goes too far, please stop me.
No, it's fine. I don't mind the short jokes.
Because it was just...
I've embraced my shortness.
Good. I'd hope so. Because,
and I kind of like it, so it's fine.
You were so close to the ground. That just reminded me of that picture again.
I genuinely do think about it every single day. And I laugh to myself every day. And I'm like, oh, that's so funny. That's so stupid. Because it was just, I remember posting that picture. That was never in my brain at all to think that anyone would think about my distance from the ground.
And the fact that it was both me and Opie that pointed out the same thing of, damn, you are that close to the ground.
I was like, there's a cat on a leash, and you guys are noticing how close I am to the ground.
But it was just like, the short jokes are, always something between us, and it's... I can't even remember. It's like, when it comes to stuff like that, if it ever goes past the point of like, hey, you're going too far with it, it's like, all right, cool, I'll stop.
Yeah, I'd let you know, but short jokes don't bother me. If it was about my weight, though.
Oh, absolutely
that's
not.
That's when I...
As a person that also has dealt with that, nah.
Yeah, that's, like, even with people... I don't hate anyone, but even people I don't like, that is personally, like... That is something that's always off limits.
Yeah, like that.
Because I know from literally that one comment when I was like 7 how it sticks with you.
I'm trying to think how old I was in 3rd grade when I got first told to not be alive, and how long that's been there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, why does it have to stick to you so much? I don't know, but it does, and it, like...
Yeah.
What's that little phrase or whatever? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Wait, sorry, what? You cut out?
I said, what is the phrase? It's sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah, that shit ain't true.
That shit's not true. Fuck that goddamn phrase. I don't know who the hell made that phrase, but you're lying.
Yeah, literally.
Because they stay with you. They are a parasite.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's just something that's always. I would say that my body image is like the root of all of my mental illness, unfortunately, but it's also something that I understand that I don't think I can get rid of. But it manifested in like such weird ways. Like I had a phobia of cheese and dairy for years. You had a phobia of cheese? Saying that out loud is like saying that out loud is so. So it was kind of like it wasn't as bad as my fear of crumbs. Because that wasn't to do with my weight, but the dairy and the cheese, like so basically when I finished high school and went into 6th form, I started like cooking my own food, and I would make pasta and cheese all the time. And I gained a bunch of weight, obviously, because you do, and I wasn't going to the gym anymore, and I say a bunch of weight, it wasn't that bad. And I remember after that I was like, I cannot. I mean, if I'm gonna trauma dump a little bit, it kind of manifested into like a full-on eating disorder. But I mean, it comes and goes. Not you guys laughing at me. So after that, I would like not eat any like cheese or dairy because I was like, if I eat this, I'm gonna be obese.
No, okay, so that
literally until this year.
That makes sense though.
Or maybe last year, yeah.
Like going in, like think of the way that things, let off, and you seem that you gained weight after eating that. It makes sense to have the phobia of it.
Yeah.
Like when you just say, "Oh, I had a phobia of cheese," but if you explain it, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, I was scared of cheese,
I mean, honestly,
just
Wallace
like...
and Gromit killed it. I was scared of cheese since day one.
I had a phobia of cheese. That is a quote right there. But yeah, it's just things like that, like, and I do it with lots of different foods as well. Like, I remember I had a phase where I would eat the same thing every day. I would have no dairy, and I had to be under a certain calorie limit, but I had to be above a calorie limit, because otherwise my head would be like, you're starving yourself, you know.
Yeah.
You can't do that. If I'm above this calorie limit, it's not an eating disorder. Girl. Dumb.
It was the trickery of, no, this is just a diet.
Yeah.
No, this is 100% eating disorder. I'm just trying my best to cope with it.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Which in turn makes me more anxious and makes me more depressed because I'm not losing 1 stone in a week, shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I mean, I get that. And I understand, like, how it could create a phobia of eating certain things and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I know you're pretty much vegetarian, correct?
Yeah, I'm vegetarian, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I had dairy today, but I'm trying to go plant-based again, but it's not working out so good. But yeah, vegetarian.
Cheese is good.
It is. But it's also evil.
It's hard to give it up.
Yeah.
Which also, I mean, what do you put in your tea? It's like, I know, like, for some black teas, you would use milk.
Yeah, just oat milk.
Okay.
Oat milk or soy milk, or I just won't have any milk. Yeah. I don't drink cow's milk, yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know a lot about being a vegetarian or vegan. Because
vegetarian is just no meat, no fish. No, anything sentient, basically.
Gotcha.
Is vegetarian. Vegan is anything sentient and their byproducts. So like their milk or their eggs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a whole other world that I know nothing about because I can't. Like, it's too much into my diet, and it's honestly, I'm okay with where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just like enjoying food.
Yeah.
Whether,
I mean, hey, I still enjoy food.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying you don't. By any means. It's, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
I understand your thought process, because obviously I used to eat meat.
Right.
It's one of those things that seems so, like, not scary, but like, it seems like such a huge change, because you're basically taking out a whole food group. It's like if you, I always give this example, but it's like if you were to take all kinds of like pasta out of your diet, or like rice, that's such like a huge, that's like a, it's like a food group. It's
it's a whole food group that was there that's no longer.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, like how can I eat? I don't have this pasta anymore. And then you stop eating the pasta and you're like, oh wait, but there's like lentils and rice and grains and couscous. So there's like all these other options that I didn't try before, but now I can try those.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to like flip that switch in your head. And it took me a while to get there.
I don't know. I get so it upsets me sometimes. Like, and this is a very big tangent off of, we're talking about food now, and now I'm going off on a tangent. But like, I get so bored of chicken, pork, or beef.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's always one of those three. It's
Yeah.
like, can there be something different, please?
Yeah, it's white people food, man. What you should look at, you should look at like a lot of Indian cooking, because they do have like meat options and like fish options, but they have a lot of like obviously vegetarian options, but like there's a lot of like flavor and variety in their dishes. I love Indian food. It's so good.
And like I love fish. I do. But like my little brother that I live with doesn't like fish.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a lot of fish that I cook. So whenever I have a chance to go cook fish, it's like I'm getting like 4 different types of fish and I'm having all 4.
Yeah. I used to love fish.
I need variety.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, I mean, I can 100% understand where, the issues of the body image have fed into even more things that have, hurt you mentally and like possibly physically.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it just one comment was a domino effect into a whole other area of bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I can obviously relate to that with everything that's happened previously in my life, because I mean, it was one thing after another after another after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of information.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk about it for ages, but I tried to give a concise version.
I mean, if there's anything else you would like to explain about it, you are more than welcome to.
Oh my god. I've been put on the spot. As if I haven't for the past like 2 hours. God, I don't know. Just
Which, of course, if you would like to, save it for possibly another time, and we can have you back on another time, we can do that too.
I would love.
We can do that.
I would love that. Yeah, it's so body image is very like. I think about it a lot. And it is such like unfortunately a big part of my mental health history.
Right.
And my life. It's one of those things that's very difficult to talk about, like, in the moment. I don't know, because it's so personal. I know it's about me, but
right.
It's just, it's very like heavy for me.
No, and I can understand that 100%.
Maybe sounds dramatic to people, but
no, and even if it does sound dramatic to others, if it means that much to you, then that's what matters.
Yeah.
Like I could give 2 shits less if somebody says, "Oh, your thought process on body image is too much." No, it's not. You shut the hell up. If it means that much, it means that much. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah.
But
and like when I was a teenager, I used to be. I didn't like in hindsight. In hindsight, I used to be that annoying skinny girl who was always like, "Oh, I'm so fat, I'm so gross, whatever." I must have been such a pain in the ass to all my friends because I don't know. I just wish I appreciated myself more.
I've done the same thing. I've thought back and done that, but it's done nothing when I've thought back on that, but made me feel worse.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
because I get going back into the times where I was feeling that way. So then I start feeling that way again, and now I feel worse because I feel like I was a piece of shit to my own friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then realize that I don't have contact with those people anymore either. So, and that's probably the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it delves into a whole bunch of stuff when you do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, body image sucks.
It does.
Unfortunately, I am accepting that it's probably a lifelong battle for me, but I'm trying to work on it.
Hey, we'll be right here with you, helping you battle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And likewise.
Unfortunately, you're stuck with us for life.
Yep. I've made my bed. I've accepted that.
There's 3 of us now. You can't get rid of us.
Yeah.
But on that note, are you open to answering any kind of questions from chat or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
So now would be the time. Anybody in chat, if you would like to ask a question to Pocky or me, feel free.
Any questions, friends?
And there's the highlight my message option in the channel point redemptions for 10 channel points. If you would like to use that, you can. I will leave it open for like 5 minutes. If no questions come through, we'll find somebody to go hang out with.
Yeah.
There anybody you would like to go say hello to?
Oh God. Let me have a look.
Yeah, go.
Let me look.
And again, everybody, thank you for listening, watching, hanging out with us, or anything like that while Pocky is looking for someone to raid and we wait on a few questions or anything like that. I'd also like to point out that we are still raising money for Hope for the Day. You can do ! donate, and you can find the donation link to go donate to Hope for the Day. We raising money and things of that nature. If you are needing help of any sort or anything like that, you can do ! find help and use that tool. I'm pretty sure that tool only works in the United States, but there's a chance it works, in the UK and Europe. I am not 100% sure on that. But if you ever need anything or anything like that, find help. They will help you find mental health resources at an affordable rate for you in your area. So feel free to use those commands if you need anything. Other than that, everything went really well, and I really enjoyed this conversation with you.
Yeah, it was great. I'm glad we got to talk, and I hope I didn't ramble too much.
Not at all. Don't even worry about that. This is where we're able to just be us.
Yeah. And I've really appreciated this podcast and like what you've been doing the past few weeks. I've enjoyed every single episode like so much.
Thank you, and that means a lot because it's crazy how much we don't talk about it, and how people just don't open up about these things, and I'm glad people are comfortable enough to actually sit down and talk with me. That's the biggest thing. It's opening up about these things is not easy.
Yeah, and it's very daunting, especially when it's to a live audience as well. So
yeah, that's what I wanted it to be about, was that just be open.
Yeah,
be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I will 100% show you my flaws. I there's a bunch of them.
A bunch of what? Sorry?
Flaws.
Oh.
I've got enough issues in my brain for the next person and probably 2 more.
We've all got flaws, don't worry, honey.
Yeah, so
your flaws make you unique.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you, Zil. You're very sweet.
Yeah, if there's no questions, let's find somebody to go hang out with.
Okay. I was looking at Clove, but I don't know if you rated Clove last week, but I feel like it would be funny if we rated Clove while she's or they're mid-song.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
We can do.
Oh, we are so doing that.
I don't know if they are mid-song currently, but
let me double check. Who's?
Oh
yeah, it's Clove.
Oh yes. Gimme.
All right, Pocky, thank you again for being here.
Of course, thank you for hosting.
Of course. Everybody, we're going to be closing episode 4 out with Pocky now. We are also going to be back on December the 7th. We got a long break. I've got Thanksgiving and things like that with the family, so we're going to be taking a long break for that. But December 7th, we will have Milky Opie on. Opie will be joining us. And it's going to be a good time. Me and Opie are going to get into it. And really and truly, for those that do not know, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of plug that real fast, is Opie's actually going to be doing a face cam with us.
I'm so excited. I get to see two beautiful people on my screen.
So we will have the actual Opie here, and we'll be talking about stuff like we did today with Pocky. And then maybe in the future, you know, I thought about you coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a group, you, Opie, and me. And possibly Reds. All of us get here and all of us talk about the same thing. Cool. How we are.
It'd be like that Spider-Man meme. All of us
God, yes.
You're depressed.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go say hello to Clove and let's get out of here.
Hell yeah. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Mods, if you don't mind, could y'all put the raid message in and we're going to get out of here. Till then, see y'all later. I didn't mean for you to do it.
God damn it.